Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn about social forestry and tribal welfare. Introduction. Social forestry is management and development of forest with afforestation on barren lands to achieve environmental benefit and rural development. The term was first used by National Commission on Agriculture, Government of India in 1976. The aim of taking the pressure off the forest and making use of all unused and fallow land. This concept of village forest to meet the needs of the rural people is not new. It is existed through the centuries all over the country, but it was now given a new character. Need of social forestry in India. Government forest areas that are close to human settlement and have been degraded over the years due to human activities needed to be afforested. Trees were to be planted in and around agricultural fields. Dominant rural population that still depends largely on fuel wood and other biomass for their cooking and heating. Social forestry also aims at raising plantations by the common man so as to meet these demands. Objectives of social forestry in India: increasing forest area and restoring ecological balance, meeting basic rural needs, fuel, food, manure, and fiber, ensuring better land use, checking soil erosion, facilitating reclamation of marginal lands, checking water logging, and by bringing about monolithic integration of forestry, agricultural, and animal husbandry. Generation of employment, controlling pollution. Components of social forestry: rural forestry, extension forestry, and farm forestry. Then, rural forestry is divided into two categories: community forestry and agroforestry. Tribals in India. According to the Article 342 of Constitution, the scheduled tribes or the tribes or tribal communities are part of the groups within these tribes and tribal communities which have been declared as such by the President through a public notification. The scheduled tribes account for 84.32 million, representing 8.2% of the country population. Scheduled tribes are spread across the country mainly in forest and hilly region. Essential characteristics: primitive traits, geographical isolation, distinct culture, shy of contact with the community at large, employed mostly in primary sector, high levels of poverty and illiteracy, low nutritional levels. The Constitution incorporates several provisions for the promotion of educational and economic interest of scheduled tribes and their protection from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. Features of scheduled tribes: show primitive tribes, have distinct culture, shyness of contact with public at large, geographical isolation, social and economic backwardness. Features of primitive tribes: pre-agrarian level of technology, stagnant or declining population, extremely low literacy, subsistence level of economy. Administrative mechanism: tribal area subplans, specifically earmarked budget for tribal areas in proportion to their population. Funds are non-divertible. Tribes Development Department entrusted with the planning and budgetary power of TASP funds. Integrated Tribal Development Projects, specifically empowered officials appointed to ITDP areas. Project administrative have specific powers over activities of other agencies. Some flexible funds for designing any needs intervention, have monitoring and supervisory roles over other departments. Concerns: positive attention without specific strategy, government and NGO driven micro enterprise promotion, agriculture seen as means of subsistence, animal husbandry as part-time income, low value or part-time enterprises promotion. Conclusion: social forestry is a noble concept in which community plays the most important role in implementation. There is a need to replicate such institutions in other areas rather than interfering with the existing ones. Thank you.